Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite recipes, creamy red pepper soup. It's very simple and there are only 4 ingredients. Before we get started, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future recipes like this one. Let's get started. Begin by roughly chopping 3 red peppers. We're not necessarily looking for precision cuts here, just roughly the same size. I'm actually going to be showing you 2 different ways to make this soup. The first, we'll be using coconut cream. The second, we'll be using 35% cream. When you're done chopping your peppers, it's time to measure out whichever cream you're using. Here I know I'm measuring out the 35% cream, but the first one I demo is made with the coconut cream. Which is why when you see me add the cream to the pot, it looks a little bit lumpy compared to what you'd expect from 35% cream. So you're going to add your ingredients to a pot and you want to bring the cream and peppers to a boil. If you're making the dairy-free method and you can't find coconut cream, you can also use coconut milk. Refrigerating it makes it easier to separate the cream from the milk. That's what I did, and that's why it looks so lumpy. Once the liquid has come to a boil, you're going to let it simmer for 5 minutes or until the red peppers have become tender. When the red peppers are ready, you're going to carefully transfer it all to a blender or a food processor. Be very careful at this stage. The liquid is very hot and you don't want to splash yourself, obviously. Put the lid on and ensure it's nice and tight. Next, we're going to blend until the red peppers have been completely obliterated and you have a nice soupy texture. This should only take a couple of seconds. In fact, you could probably just use the pulse button a couple of times. After the soup has finished blending, you can run it through a sieve for the smoothest possible texture. You don't have to do this, it still tastes delicious the other way. If you do run it through a sieve, keep the extra pulp, use it for thickening in your sauces later on. It's really delicious. Next, we're going to season using lemon and salt. For the precise measurements I used, see the notes down below. But I always encourage people to taste and adjust the seasonings according to their own personal tastes or preferences. For the next demo, we're going to be using the 35% cream, and I'm going to show you a nifty trick. If you have a Vitamix blender or one that has the ability to heat sauces and soups, you can skip the entire stovetop process and just throw the ingredients straight into the blender. I have a preset, so I can turn it to the soup setting and let it go. If you don't have a preset on your model, you can turn it to high for 6 to 8 minutes until the soup becomes piping hot. Once the blending has completed, carefully take off the lid. It's going to be steaming hot, so try to keep your face out of the way. Then you're going to repeat the steps we did before. First, we're going to strain the soup through a sieve for ultimate smoothness. This one has less pulp because it blended for much longer. Be sure to squeeze every bit of soup through, rinse off your spatula, scrape the bottom of the sieve. Then we're going to season with lemon and salt, like we did before. Once again, I'd like to stress that it's important to taste your food as you season it. And there you have it. Super easy, delicious, creamy red pepper soup.